Hey there, and welcome. Today, we are going to pull back the curtain on what it really takes to build custom software. You know that feeling. You've got this incredible, game-changing idea, but the thought of actually making it real feels, well, a little overwhelming. If that sounds like you, then you're in the right place.
Okay, so picture this. You've got a vision. Maybe it's a revolutionary new app or a platform that could totally shake up your industry. But then reality hits. Getting from that spark of an idea to a finished working product, that's a massive hurdle for so many businesses out there.
And I bet this sounds familiar, right? You kick off a project full of excitement, but pretty soon it gets bogged down. Deadlines get missed, timelines keep shifting. It's just this super frustrating feeling, like you're spinning your wheels and not getting anywhere.
Honestly, it can feel like you're trying to solve a 1,000-piece puzzle in the dark. You've got to find the right people with the right skills. You need to manage the whole process, make sure the quality is there. It's a lot to juggle, especially when you're also trying to run the rest of your business.
But here's the thing. What if you didn't have to solve that puzzle all by yourself? What if you could bring in a team of specialists who live and breathe this stuff? And that, right there, brings us to the main event, the dedicated software development team. Let's break down what that actually means.
So, what are we really talking about when we say dedicated team? This isn't just about hiring a contractor for a few weeks. It's way deeper than that. It's about bringing in an entire external team that is 100% focused on your project and only your project. They're built from the ground up to plug right into your business and get your long-term vision.
And this is where you really see the difference, especially when you compare it to, say, hiring a bunch of freelancers. Freelancers are great, but they're often juggling you and 5 other clients. A dedicated team, they work for you. That's it. That single-minded focus creates amazing communication and a level of accountability that's tough to find anywhere else. They're truly in it to win it, with you.
Okay, so this might sound like some big, complicated thing, but how does it actually work day to day? Well, the process is actually designed to be incredibly clear and efficient. No mysteries, no smoke and mirrors.
It usually boils down to 3 key phases. First up, you have discovery and planning. This is where the team just dives deep. They become experts on your vision, your goals, your customers. Then you move into agile development. Now think of this like building in small, manageable chunks. They build a piece, you give feedback, they adjust. It's a constant loop that makes sure the final product is exactly what you want. And finally, deployment and monitoring. Once it's out in the wild, they don't just disappear. They stick around to make sure everything's running perfectly.
All right, we've got the what and the how down. But now for the most important part. Why should you care? What's the actual payoff for your business? This is where it gets really good. Let's unpack these because they're pretty huge. Remember those frustrating delays we talked about? Well, that singular focus leads to a much quicker product launch. All that specialized expertise means you're getting super high-quality work. It's also way more cost-efficient in the long run because you're avoiding all that expensive rework. And because you're talking to the same people every day, the collaboration is seamless. Plus, you get the flexibility to scale things up or down as your business grows. It's a win-win-win.
And look, this isn't just theory. We see this play out in the real world all the time. Take this quote from Jason, the CEO at ParkArc. He said his dedicated team delivered a solution that was not only stable enough for a live market launch, but also polished enough to impress investors. I mean, that's the dream, right?
You know, what's really cool about this whole model is that it's not just for one type of business. It's incredibly versatile. Let's take a quick look at how a few different industries are putting dedicated teams to work.
So check this out. In healthcare, you've got teams building these super secure platforms for patient data and remote monitoring. Over in finance, it's all about creating sophisticated fraud detection systems. For logistics companies, it's about optimizing routes to save time and money. And in e-commerce, it's building those smart recommendation engines that just know what you want to buy. Each solution is perfectly tailored to solve a very specific industry problem.
So, if there's one thing you take away from all this, let it be this right here. A dedicated team isn't just a vendor you hire. They become a true extension of your own company. They're not just some outside group. They become part of your team, as invested in hitting your goals as you are.
And that brings us right back to where we started, thinking about that big idea of yours, that project that's been on the back burner, the one you've been struggling to get off the ground. You've got to ask yourself, could this be the key? Could a focused, dedicated, and truly invested team be the thing that finally unlocks its potential?